Hey, good morning. It's early, rise and shine. I realized that I needed to record a video for you guys, and so I figured I would do it before my day got started because, well, once the day gets started, it's a little bit different. So today I want to talk about meal planning and meal prepping and nutrition. It is the most important part of this whole journey. If you choose to work out only, you're not going to see the same kind of results. You may still see results, especially if this is your first time getting things done or starting to move, but your body is going to respond much better if you fuel it appropriately. So I want to go over a little bit about that. I have a process, and the process has worked, and so I want to share it with you. So the first thing I do when I am meal prepping is, or meal planning, I'm sorry, is I check my full inventory of what I have in the home. I have bulk bins where I have like steel cutouts, beans, rice, those types of things. So I check all my inventory, see if there's anything that I need to replenish. Or if I already have that, so I don't need to replenish it. I check my freezer to see what I have already frozen. I check my refrigerator to check any produce that might be still remaining that I can use for maybe that first meal or two. So after I've checked everything, then I start writing out what I need to purchase. So I do keep, if you could see very far back there, right there, there's the calendar. Oops, sorry. Let's see here. Right there. That's my refrigerator. That's my calendar. Sorry. It's a month's calendar. It's a magnet, and I will share the links in comments below because it's super awesome. It just sticks to my refrigerator. It's for a month, and so I write out every single one of my meals for the week, and as the month goes on, I get to see what I have, what we've eaten for the whole month, even if it's eating out, just so I can keep track of that as well. Our eating out is probably once a pay period, like every 2 weeks, just because finances don't allow it for us. So I know that's not the case for every single person, but that's what it is for us. And beside that calendar, there's also a little notepad right there. So as I'm seeing things right now, I also do write what I need to replenish so that I'm kind of staying ahead of that as well. So like I'm using a last stick of butter, I go and write butter, et cetera, et cetera. So, okay, so check my inventory. Once I check my inventory, make a list. I try to look at the ad where I'm going to shop, which for me, it's local and it's Fraser Farms. There's a lot of Sprouts around most of you, except for some of you who are outside of the country. So I check their ads to see what is on sale. I try to shop on the day where I can use the current week's ad and the upcoming week's ad on the same day, which for me is either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. If you're going to Sprouts, it's Wednesdays. Most grocery stores do offer that, so try to make sure that you look at what their double ad day is. Many grocery stores do that. I can't say every single one. So I make a list. I write down, or I meal plan according to what I have in stock. I meal plan according to what is on sale, and I meal plan according to what is in season. And it's the best way that I can stay within my budget, and the food tastes much better then because it's not as modified. So make a list and stick to it. So here's my list, like from last week's, which I realize you can't quite see it. Here we go. So here's my list. Okay, I had a lot of stuff that I had been stocking up on from the holiday. There were so many good sales, so I stocked up like on meats, and so there was a lot in my freezer, so I didn't have to buy a lot. So here's my list. I make my list. I make a proposed amount. I give myself a tally. So here's my proposed amount. I either do it based off of my experience of what the price is or what the sale price is. And then I have the total amount here. And for this particular week, it was going to be $60. While I am inside of the store, I write what the total amount is that I have in my basket. And then I tally that up this particular one ended up being like $50. I was actually under. There were a couple things that weren't in stock, and that sometimes happens. So yeah, so that's my process. Once I am completed with the grocery store, I make the grocery shopping day or my time. I make sure that when I come home, I'm also going to have a window to be able to put everything away. So I put everything away and I cook what I like, either that night's meal and maybe even the next night's, or it doesn't mean I make the whole meal. I might just, if we're going to do meat, I don't do meat every single day for cost and for health purposes, but the days that I do meat, you know, I do cook either for that day or for the next day. I cut up veggies, I saute. If I have rice on the menu, then I use my pressure cooker and I cook my rice, cook my beans, those types of things. That way they're really quick and easy to grab. And especially if you're going to be doing salads for a lot of your meals, which I do 2 to 3 salads a day, it really, really helps with just flushing things out. I just top whatever meal I had over lettuce. That's pretty much what I do. And it's taken some time to get used to and enjoy, but I really do enjoy it and look forward to it. My body craves it. So, yeah, so I take everything out of my refrigerator as far as produce goes, so that I'm not putting my new produce on top of my old one. So I take all my old produce out. It's not usually a lot, but I do take it out. I put my new stuff in, and then I put my stuff that needs to be used in front, so that we can make sure that we don't waste food. I don't like wasting food at all. So let's see here. I cook. Snacks, fruits, vegetables, cut those up, make sure we have enough for at least 1 to 2 days. I can't tell you the countless times I have been so thankful that I took the time to do it. I usually take a little bit of meal prepping time every 1 to 2 days. It's like maybe an hour of my window. A lot of times I do it while I am prepping for dinner, so that like if I'm having carrots in my dinner, then I cut extra carrots so we can snack on, that type of thing. You must have a plan to follow. If you don't, you will fail. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And I truly wholeheartedly believe that in any part of this particular season, any part of life. So results happen in the kitchen, not in the gym. And so I just want to encourage you with that. A lot of times we think we're going to work off our meal. You're going to eat off what you ate. Like, so if you ate, let's just say, a hamburger and you didn't want to and it was super greasy, have a salad for your next meal. That's going to help you much better. So that's it. I will, if you can just comment it below and share your meal plan for the upcoming week and what your plan of action is.